Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started with the official One Fight Night 8 press conference, One Championship and the martial arts community lost a member of its family this week in the tragic passing of Yuri Lepikas. One Championship would like to pass along our condolences to his friends and family of Yuri Lepikas. May he rest in peace. Now, I would like to thank everyone in attendance here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium and the fans watching around the world. Welcome to the One Fight Night 8 official press conference. My name is Mitch Chilson, and One Fight Night 8 airs this Friday night. Superlek versus Williams at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Amazon Prime Video in the US and Canada to over 170 countries around the world. One Championship has enjoyed an unforgettable start to 2023. We hosted 11 live events across the US and Asia primetime. And we have a banger of a card for our fans this Friday night. One Fight Night 8 features 10 spectacular bouts across MMA, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and submission grappling. It is topped with a pair of must-see world title showdowns. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you some of the stars that will be competing in the circle this Friday night, right here from the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Please put your hands together and welcome Torepchi Donga. And the one strawweight kickboxing contender, the Chinese superstar, Zhang Yan. The one atomweight phenom, Itsuki Hirata. The #2 ranked atomweight contender, a women's mixed martial arts pioneer, Hannah Soki. And please welcome to the stage the one atomweight kickboxing world champion and the interim one atomweight Muay Thai world champion. Please put your hands together for Jim Tai! And the reigning, defending one atomweight Muay Thai world champion. Please welcome Alicia Helen Rodriguez. Please put your hands together for the one flyweight kickboxing world title challenger, the former WMC Muay Thai world champion, Mini T. Daniel Williams. Undisputed one flyweight kickboxing world champion, currently riding a 6-fight win streak. Put your hands together for Superlek King Boom Cow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage the CEO of One Championship, Mr. Chatri Siddhartha.
Thank you to the greatest fans all over the world, from the bottom of my heart. You know, one is off to a tremendous start because of our fan base around the world. We broke record high viewership numbers, not only in Thailand, but around the world. It made history as the last event in Thailand, our One Friday Fights, broke records in terms of viewership numbers for the most viewership in Muay Thai history. You know, for me, this is very personal. One is the home of martial arts. I want to showcase the very best martial artists, champions from all over the world, in every single discipline, and share their stories and share their greatness with the world. And nothing makes me happier than watching our world champions shock and awe and delight our fans all over the world. We also announced last week a major broadcast deal with Channel 7 Network in Australia, the largest network and highest rated network with half of Australia watching. So this is amazing that we're going to be in Australia every single Friday, and of course with our primetime US events as well. As one goes from strength to strength, I can't tell you how excited I am for this coming Saturday morning here in Singapore, Friday prime time in US. But I'm also super excited for May 5th, our very first on-ground US event. I can't tell you how excited I am for American fans. We are bringing the entire world of martial arts to America. You will see, for the first time in history, the highest level in the world of martial arts across multiple disciplines. With that, I'm going to talk about this coming up, this event, One Fight Night 8. Super Leg, one of the greatest pound for pound world champion strikers. And actually, I don't know if people know around the world, he was actually the favorite to beat Rotang. That's how good he is. If you talk about in the community of Thailand, the Muay Thai community and experts, they're predicting right now that Super Leg will defeat Rotang. Now Rotang unfortunately had to pull out due to a lower back injury. He will be ready to go though for May 5th to defend his title against Tavares. But we're very fortunate to have, not only the launch of one in Australia, we have Mini T, who's half Thai, half Australian, stepping up, former world champion with WMC, stepping up to the biggest fight of his life. He's an unbelievable barn burner of a fighter, KO artist, comes guns a-blazing, and he's got a granite chin. So when you look at Super Leg versus Mini T, I tell you it's going to be just as exciting, if not more exciting, than Super Leg versus Rotang. It's going to be a barn burner, and I don't think it's going to last the full 5 rounds. And the co-main event, it's been a long time coming to see Janet Todd back. I think she had 2 bouts of COVID and just really bad luck this last 2-3 years. And Alicia, being a new mom, much like the Angela Lee story, she's coming back to defend her title as a mother, which is super inspiring for moms all over the world to know that, you can be a mom and you can be a superwoman at the same time for every woman on the planet. Alicia versus Janet is going to be technical mastery of striking at the very highest world championship levels. Both are world champions. Both are unbelievably technically, but also unbelievably powerful. Massive power. So again, it depends. I'm debating in my mind, is this going to go 5 rounds? 5-round absolute war, or is this going to end in the championship rounds? I'm going to go with my gut, which is it's going to end in the championship round, but it's going to be a barn burner. Super highly technical fighters. And of course we have Seo Hee-ham and Itsuki Hirata. We're going to try to put the fight again. As you all know, big controversy. Itsuki missed weight a couple times now in one championship. She has rededicated, refocused, and she really, really wants to eventually become Japan's first world champion in one. But Seo Hee-ham is one of the greatest pound for pound female MMA martial arts on the planet. She also wants to be a world champion and eventually go for the atomweight world title. So this is going to be a very, very interesting matchup between two of the very best fighters on the planet, Japan versus Korea. Then we have Zhang Peiyan against Dong Gak, one of Russia's top fighters, versus arguably China's #1 pound-for-pound striker. Zhang Peiyan is unbelievably talented. Anyone who knows about striking knows he ranks up there amongst the very, very best pound-for-pound, even though he's only, I think, 19 years old. Really, truly a special, rare talent. I do predict he's going to be a world champion in the future. At the same time, you have Dong Gak, who is a fierce striker, KO power, and he's going to do everything in his power to stop Zhang Peiyan. So again, I think this fight's going to end in first or second round via KO. Russia versus China. Super interesting matchups for the rest of the card. Fans around the world, don't miss it. This is going to be explosive. It's going to be amazing. Again, you're going to see the very best martial arts on the planet. And this comes from me. The reason why we do what we do is because at the end of the day, we love martial arts as practitioners, as fans, as human beings, whether it's our athletes, my team who works with me at One, or myself. This is a labor of love, of passion. And that's why you get to see the very best of the world in action. With that, let's open up to questions to the athletes or to myself. In media in attendance or fans in attendance, we'll throw up to Mitch, or who's going to be the ask the questions.
Hey, Chachi, Nick from SCMP. How you doing, man?
Hey, Nick, how are you?
Good, yeah. Well, we obviously lost Rodtang from this main event, but before that, we lost the original main event, Anatoly Malikin and Arjan Bula. Can you shed a little light on what happened and when we might see that fight?
Yeah, so we have obviously broadcasters around the world, and due to broadcast commitments, we've had discussions on when is the best time to put on this mega unification world title fight, and we decided that it's going to be in the summer. So we'll announce the exact date in the coming weeks.
And a guy called Francis Ngannou said he's also in talks with you guys with One Championship. Is that in your consideration for this heavyweight title fight? Maybe Francis might be sitting cage-side whenever you do it.
I have no comment about that at all.
All right, fair enough. But can I just ask as well? We had a horrible tragedy, and we mentioned at the start of this broadcast, Yuri Lapkus tragically dying in a motorcycle crash. Could you just give some thoughts on Yuri in One Championship and what he meant to everyone?
Yuri was 27 years old, 14-2, 100% finish rate, remarkable potential superstar in the making in the future. But more importantly, Yuri is a super nice, gentle giant with a heart of gold. And that, my heart obviously goes out to everyone in Italy and Moldova, but also to Team Petrosian. When these senseless things happen, it's just a reminder for all of us to cherish our loved ones, but also to make sure that we are leading the lives that we want to lead in terms of doing what we love. And I guarantee you that if Yuri was here, he would say that about, the thing is he chose to do what he loved most, which is martial arts. And he led a very profound and deep, although short life. And again, what's the lesson for me is all of us cherish our loved ones and hopefully do what we love every day, because you never know when it's your time. But my heart goes out to Yuri and his family and all of Italy and Moldova.
Hi, question for Janet. Alicia previously fought once in One Championship so far. How do you prepare for someone like her, considering the growth behind the scenes, her potential growth over the years? Yeah.
This is a little bit heavier than I thought. Yeah, I mean, Alicia's been around for a while. Even though she fought in one championship one time, she's had many fights in Thailand. So, um, yeah, she's going to be a great opponent, and I expect it to be a technical match.
And another question. Rotan was set to fight for the kickboxing belt today, and he'll be defending the Muay Thai belt in May. After this Muay Thai unification bout, will we see you defend the kickboxing belt soon? And do you have an opponent in mind?
Yeah, I mean, whichever belt. I want to defend both Muay Thai and kickboxing. I don't really have an opponent in mind right now. I'm just focused on what's in front of me, which is, Alicia for the world title.
Thank you.
Hi, I have a question for Alicia. So after this Muay Thai fight, will you consider challenging for any other one MMA belts or one kickboxing belts?
Do we have a Portuguese translator here?
Alô, Alicia? Eles querem saber, depois dessa tua luta, qual será o teu próximo objetivo? Tens alguém em mente? Tens alguma meta em mente? Algum título que queres competir?
Primeiramente, bom dia a todos. Na verdade, sim, ganhando essa luta, eu quero a oportunidade de disputar o título do kickbox contra a Janete.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Of course, I have something in mind. After winning this fight, I want to compete to the kickboxing belt against Janet.
Hi, I have a question for Itsuki. Obviously, a big fan of you wearing a shirt here. Okay, so previously when you missed the hydration and the weight, so he has a lot of strong words for you. So this time around, what sort of performance do you think you're going to put up, and does it give you extra motivation to show the world what exactly you have to show us this time around?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I'm so sorry. The mic was on.
Okay, so my question for Itsuki is, previously when she missed weight, Silky has a lot of strong words for her, and so my question to her is, do you have, does it give you extra motivation this time round to show the world what exactly you have in the cage? Yeah.
Thank you so much. ですね、経路の課題がありまして、そしてそのハムサヒさんから結構厳しい発言が以前あったと思いますけれども、それをどのように力に変えたり、そのモチベーションに変えることができましたか？
やっぱ試合を組んでくれた里石さんと相手のハムサヒ選手にはすごい感謝してるし、やっぱファンの皆さんがやっぱ一番見たいカードだと思ってるので、厳しい言葉を自分にしっかり受け止めて次の試合に向けて頑張ってます。
Yes, thank you. I am really grateful for Chatri and also Hamsunhee as well to organize this, and also I am taking into my heart that fans are really looking forward to this, so I'm turning that into my motivation.
Hi, Superlight. I have a question for you. I know that you haven't challenged for the flyweight Muay Thai title. Will you be open to move up to bantamweight to challenge Normal for the title? Thank you.
ค่ะคุณซุปเปอร์เล็กค่ะคำถามนะคะก็คือว่าคุณซุปเปอร์เล็กเนี่ยคิดว่าจะมีการเลื่อนเวทดิวิชั่นนะคะขึ้นไปแบนทัมเวทบ้างไหมคะในอนาคตสำหรับมวยไทยอะค่ะ
ครับก็สำหรับมวยไทยในอนาคตก็ถามว่าจะมีการเลื่อนรุ่นไหมมันก็อยู่ที่อนาคตครับตอนนี้ผมก็ยังชกในรุ่นนี้ได้ผมก็ยังอยากชกในรุ่นนี้อยู่ครับ
Well, that depends on the future. As of now, I would like to maintain my flyweight world championship as for now.
Hi, my question is for Seohee. The previous bout when Itsuki missed weight, you commented on her professionalism, and just wondering what is the motivation into giving her another chance at a fight with you?
네, 지난번 이치키 선수에게 좀 세게 발언을 하셨는데 이치키 선수에 대해서 아직도 화가 있으신지 또 어떻게 생각하십니까?
그때는 이치기 선수가 체중을 빼지 못했는데 이렇게 중요한 시합이 성사된 와중에 시합이 가능 여부가 시합을 할지 말지를 두고서 중요한 문제에 웨이트를 놓치고 제 앞에서 그렇게 당당하고 좀 거만하고 좀 제 눈에는 좀 싸가지 없던 모습이 너무 그게 거슬려서 시합을 너무 하고 싶지 않은 마음이 더 컸었던 것 같은데 우선 지금은 이치기 선수가 이번에는 시합에 체중을 맞출 거라고 생각을 하고 있기 때문에 그때의 분노는 지금은 없죠.
Okay, so I can understand that she felt the weight, and what I couldn't accept though was that she seemed very arrogant and not professional, and she didn't have any sense of guilt about her mistakes, and she just appeared too confident. So on this occasion, I don't know if that will impact my fight, but I will do my best anyhow on my own terms. I'm looking forward to it.
Hi Chatri. First of all, congratulations on the Channel 7 deal and also the success of the Lumpini broadcasting. So my question is, going forward, what's one's next step for global expansion?
We keep on growing our geographies around the world. We expect to see some major TV deal announcements again in the coming months. We're working on some very exciting things, and of course, U.S. is a high priority for us. We believe that our brand and our ethos and I think the American fans are in for a huge treat to see something completely different they've never seen before. Again, the world's greatest martial artists across multiple disciplines. This is something that I'm really looking forward to showcasing in America. But it's one has gone from, let's say, 10 years ago we were a regional promotion. Several years ago we became an Asian promotion. And I'd say the last 3 years we've truly become a global promotion. If you just look at the TV deals we've done around the world with the biggest and best broadcasters in every region, whether it's Globo or whether it's Amazon or whether it's beIN Sports in the Middle East or whether it's 7 Network in Australia or even Channel 7 in Thailand, these are the biggest and best broadcasters in their respective regions. So more and more eyeballs, more and more fans, and of course our roster keeps growing and expanding. The very, very best. This is the thing that for me excites me, is just showcasing the very, very best martial artists on the planet for our fans. That's the thing. So you're going to see some big announcements, some major announcements in the coming months.
My question goes to John Pimian. First, like I say, my question would be, at such a young age, competing at world-class level, do you feel any stress coming from the attention from the media and heightened expectations? If you do, how do you cope with them? Thank you. 加油。
这位是问佩明的。佩明，你是一个非常年轻的运动员，你在面对很多媒体的关注上，你怎么缓解压力呢？
我从小就打很多比赛，然后这种压力自己慢慢就缓解，就习惯了，慢慢习惯就好了。
The answer is I've been fighting since young, so since I've been practicing very hard, I managed to be able to relieve my stress, and I'm used to it.
I have a question for Daniel Williams. Just want to know what's the first thing that came to your mind when you know that you're going to replace Rock Tank against Superlight?
So when people ask me, just in my past fights, who you're fighting next, I always jokingly say Superlight. And it's funny because it's a half joke, full truth. And even before I found out, when I seen the card, Rock Tank and Superlight were on there, I was like, man, I hope one of them pull out because I'll be the perfect fight for it. So it's almost like I feel like it's destiny, and you got to put out to the universe what you want.
A question for Janet. Janet, so your teammate Jackie Buntan has been announced a fight in a One Fight Night 10 in May in Colorado. How open are you to be on the card in May should you win or lose on Saturday?
Yeah, so that'll probably depend on the condition after this fight. But I would love to be on an American card, especially since I'm an American and I won't have to deal with jet lag and the 17-hour flight. So I would love to be on an American show.
Hi, for Jeremy. Russia's been known for producing great fighters in martial arts. Do you feel any kind of pressure to live up to this pressure?
Россия известна хорошими бойцами, и особенно бойцами One Championship. А ты считаешь, на твоих плечах лежит какая-то ответственность, то, что ты несешь за свою страну?
Да, я считаю ответственность, потому что здесь такая будущая лига, поступать за Россию, это очень всегда ответственность большая.
Yes, of course. I feel a huge responsibility behind my shoulders because this is one of the best leagues and best organizations, and the athletes here are one of the best ones. So, of course, I have to show myself and make my country proud.
Question for Xiang. How would you rate Shirachi compared to your recent English fight? How would you rate Shang Dangak compared to your recent fight?
佩棉，你对你这次的对手图卡克有什么看法？
万月赛没有差的拳手，我会全力以赴拿下这一场比赛。
In one championship, there is no weak opponent. I will fight hard for this game.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have time for one final question.
Hi, this is Chachi. I'm actually a fan of you as well. Yeah. So this is Liam Harrison recently tweeted that Muay Thai is way more interesting, entertaining than UFC. I'm not sure if you saw that, and if you do, what's your view? And if you don't, do you think one is better than UFC? Just to hear what you say.
I feel like that's a softball question, but I'll answer. Yes, of course, one is better than UFC. The world has become a global duopoly. If you look at the popularity of UFC in the West, and you look at the popularity of one in the East, it's basically the same. But I would tell you our fighters are better, and I'll tell you that I'd love to see one day a one versus UFC event, a mega event, to see who truly is the best in the world. I'm very confident. Again, I'm the only CEO in the whole world in combat sports that is a lifelong martial artist that trains in both Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu every single day. So I look at our athletes from an unbiased lens from that perspective. Educated, unbiased lens. I only look at it, how good are they as a martial artist technically. And that's how I look at and then I look again at other organizations, and a lot of our other organizations are marketing hype and not necessarily technical excellence. Some of the biggest stars, from other organizations are not necessarily the very best in the world. Whereas I can really genuinely say that in every single discipline we have the very, very best on the planet. That being said, I have a lot of respect for UFC. They are obviously, a giant in the West. But I also think that there's enough room globally, right, for two big giants. And our viewership numbers are bigger than UFC's globally. But at the same time, I do think their popularity in America is massive. So it's neither here nor there. But I think the last thing is we have a 70% finish rate, and UFC has about, I think, 38% finish rate. So who's more exciting? I think we let our fans around the world speak. So, and then obviously Liam is not only a world champion in one, but he's also a fan of one as well, watching our shows. Thank you for the softball question.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your questions. Now, let's take a closer look at the main event for One Fight Night 8. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can't wait for the main event of One Fight Night 8. And before we get things started, we'd like to invite Chachi Singa to come back up on stage for our athlete face-offs. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage in a strawweight kickboxing firefight, Korepsi Donggan! And his opponent, coming all the way from China, the phenomenon, Zhang Pei. That is going to be a firefight in strawweight kickboxing. Looking forward to that one. Put your hands together. Welcome to the stage, the Japanese superstar, Itsuki Hirata! And she meets the number 2 ranked atomweight contender. Please make some noise for Ha Xiao-Hee! I've been waiting a long time for this atomweight mixed martial arts matchup. It's gonna be a good one going down Friday night. And for the atomweight Muay Thai World Championship, please put your hands together for the atomweight kickboxing world champion and the interim 1 atomweight Muay Thai world champion. Make some noise for Janet Todd! Janet Todd's currently running a 7-fight win streak. Can she make it 8-0? But to do that, she has got to take down the reigning, defending 1 atomweight Muay Thai world champion, Alicia Rodriguez! Champion versus champion to crown the undisputed atomweight Muay Thai world champion! And now, for the main event of One Fight Night 8, the challenger, the WMC Muay Thai World Champion. Please put your hands together, coming all the way from Australia, BT Daniel Williams! And the champion, the reigning, defending, undisputed 1 flyweight kickboxing champion of the world, Super Next Big Fu You do not want to miss the One Fight Night 8 main event 5 rounds for the flyweight kickboxing championship of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our press conference. We will see you tomorrow night, Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific for the official One Fight Night 8 ceremonial weigh-ins and face-offs. And for everyone tuning in for One Fight Night 8, we will see you live on Friday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. You can watch One Fight Night 8 for free in the U.S. and Canada with your Amazon Prime subscription. And for our fans everywhere else around the world, please check your global broadcasters in over 170 countries. For One Championship, I'm Mitch Chilson, and we will see you on Friday night.